Hey, I wanted to talk with you today about perfection and about performance anxiety and about getting everything just right and the stress that that can cause. I'll speak for 4 to 5 minutes about this idea, about this topic. Um, I have a performance tonight. I'm playing a show. It's a living room show with two musicians that I just met this past month. Uh, we've rehearsed twice. Um, and I'm not worried at all about this performance. That's the main thing. There's no nerves. And it's funny because there's no set list. I don't know any of the songs, and I don't know the people very well. And yet there's no stress about this performance. Why is that? For a few reasons. One is the nature of the performance is quite open. This is a living room session for a full moon party, and there's a group singing and chanting. I've never done this kind of thing, but the nature of the music is quite open ended. If I were to invite you to the session, the instructions would be follow along. I'm going to play this song is in G, and it also goes to a C and a D. This is a 3 chord song. And so I feel comfortable enough, me, Ronan, knowing those 3 chords. I know the G chord, I know a C chord, and I know a D chord. Aside from that, it's flowing and it's organic. So again, the pressure is quite low. The idea of making mistakes is not even present because all I need to know is this chord, and this chord. I need to know 4 notes. I could train my cat to play those 4 notes. I don't mean that as a derogatory thing. There is a low pressure atmosphere and it's quite flowing. And I feel comfortable in that setting. Meaning, as long as I press these notes, I can't make a mistake. I'm going to stay away from this note because this is a mistake note. I really have to know what I'm doing to press this note, so I probably am not going to press it tonight. That's a very low pressure way of performance, and we can say that that's one way of performing. And I encourage everyone, regardless of your skill level, to involve yourself in those types of performances, in living room concerts, even on a stage setting where it's more open, where the idea of mistakes and of playing a wrong note are almost not possible. Or we're embracing pressing that one note. And if I'm going to press this one note, I'm going to tell everyone there, I'm going to try pressing this note and I want to see if you could feel what that feels like. The other way of performing is in a setting of perfection. I start off this video by saying there's a way of playing which I was brought up with, which is the solo musician up on a stage in front of a piano or with an accordion or with a melodica where there is silence and you're expected to play the piece perfectly. And don't make a mistake. Those expectations are usually brought onto ourselves. The audience is there to enjoy. The audience is there to support you. The audience wants to see you, if not to have a good time, to create a good time for everyone. It's us as the performer that's like, okay, I need to sit like this, and I cannot make a mistake. And the first note that I'm going to play better be correct, and it better be with the right breath control, or whatever it may be. And I can't stutter, and I can't make a mistake. And if I do, I used to shake my head when I made mistakes. These days, I laugh and smile when I make mistakes, and I try not to put myself in these situations of perfection. I'd much rather start with a, hello everyone, thank you for coming. Here's my voice. This is the instrument you're about to hear. It brings down the perfection of the situation. It invites people in. It's not precious. Perfection is preciousness, and it loses itself. It loses the magic of play and of music. So, 2 different ways of performing. And for myself, I don't enjoy the perfection. I can do it, But as much as possible, I invite you, and we're going to start seeing this with Accordion Love, where I invite students of Accordion Love to perform on the Sunday live stream. Now, what's the nature of performance? It can be perfection, but usually students come to Accordion Love with the idea of not getting away from perfection, but how do I introduce more of myself into the piece? I understand that a piece might be 3 chords, so maybe I don't need sheet music. Maybe I can play those 3 chords from the heart. How can I explore those 3 chords? So what I would love to see in these performances that are starting to come up, can we have 5 minutes of a play between G, C, and D? Does that sound like this? Or does it sound like this? Maybe. Again, the same chords, totally different performance, and that's what I want to encourage more and more. So, I have a performance tonight, and I'm not nervous about it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to share those chords with the people around me in a way that's inviting for them to, in a way, be a part of the performance. And whether I'm playing a serious piece or whether I'm playing exploratory chords without any boundaries, I'm more excited than nervous. Obviously, this comes with a platform of understanding. You need to know the chords. You need to practice your scales and arpeggios. But then when it comes time to performance, know the piece, but also understand that we're there to watch you and watch you navigate those notes and watch you navigate the dynamics. If I want a note-for-note performance, I could listen to an album. I could listen to a recorded soundtrack, to a studio session. But even in those situations, I would like to hear you embrace the music. That's my rant. That's my spiel. Let me know if you have your thoughts. I'd love to read them. Thank you. Thank you for listening.